Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be actually a pretty cool unboxing. It's just two items, but what it is it's a Golden Age Plastic Man collection and some bonus book. I'm actually going to start off with the bonus book, but the Plastic Man, if you like Plastic Man, this is the collection for you because it's actually a pretty cool collection of Plastic Man. And I'll explain more about it once I open it up. But first, we're going to open up this first package. I'm not quite sure what it is. I know that it came from BC, so we'll find out what it is. Oh, okay. This is actually pretty cool. I didn't realize this was coming from BC. So there was actually kind of an interesting publication called National Lampoon. And National Lampoon was, I think it was a bunch of university students that started it. And they were basically, it was like a parody magazine. And they actually featured a lot of really amazing artists. And this is really just that, me buying covers based on the artist. And the weird thing was they actually had Frank Frazetta do their covers for a couple of the issues. So this is Frank Frazetta, just a really great bondage cover and kind of cool action cover as well. And I picked these up really cheap. Like I think it was like, actually it has the invoice. It was $20 Canadian, so about $14 for the two. And that was with shipping. That was with the shipping. So one sec here, I gotta take out the invoice. And it was both are Frazetta covers, and this is kind of one of these crucifixion covers, so it's kind of a bit of controversy around it. So for $20, hey, I thought it was just such a great deal. And from Frank Frazetta, I mean, his art goes for pretty substantial prices. The reason actually I picked these two up was I was watching Instagram claim sale, and the way that they did it was they were showing a bunch of stuff, and they showed a bunch of National Lampoons with Frazetta art, and they were going on, it's Frazetta art, and they wanted like $50 to $100 per issue. I was like, wow, that's pretty expensive. I didn't realize these National Lampoons went for that much. So I searched on eBay, and I searched a couple other places just to kind of get a sense of the pricing. And the pricing was about the same. It was about $50 to $100. But there was one auction going. So I was like, oh, there's an auction. I can maybe win that auction. So that's what it was. And it had two of the covers. So again, I'll show you them. They're pretty great. I mean, it's kind of a cool crucifixion one. And we got the other one. I actually really like, this is the one I really liked. Just so much coolness going on. And I actually do collect National Lampoon. I have like the first issue and a few of the key issues. Some really interesting stuff happened. They're kind of a funny. There's actually a funny documentary about their whole story. Okay, so now we're getting into the big part. This is the real cool part of this video. We're getting into this big box. Okay. And he shipped it really, really well. Okay, it's a bunch of things in here. I'm just going to make sure I get everything out. I think most of this is just packaging, from what I can see. Not sure. I want to make sure. Yeah, it's just empty. I think he just put in some extra boxes just to give it some padding. So that was kind of nice. Okay, so there's one slab and a bunch of books. So we'll do the bunch of books first. And hopefully. Weird. Okay. So the case that had what I thought was going to be a bunch of books is empty. Very odd. I don't really understand the guy's shipping method, but okay, we'll go with it. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully this is not a scam. That'd be my only concern. Yeah, so this is a little odd the way he shipped this. Okay. Okay. So it should be 4 books in total. The first one is issue number 37. And this is the first appearance of Candy O'Connor. Kind of a cool book. So, Police Comics number 37. So these are all keys for Plastic Man. So, you know, there were several characters that were announced or made their first appearance in Police Comics. Police Comics run actually was a fairly long-lasting run. It went to 103 issues. It was like really long-lasting. And it was a very popular Golden Age comic. And it was the comic where the character Phantom Lady got her first appearance, Firebrand, a whole bunch of characters made their first appearance in Plastic Man. So this is Plastic Man number 37, first appearance of Candy O'Connor. And then we got Plastic Man number 12. And this is actually the first appearance of Ebony, which is the Spirit's sidekick, you know, the character that nowadays people would consider racially insensitive, but it was not at the time. It was not considered that way at the time. But it's the Spirit's, you know, sidekick. And the Spirit, this is also his second appearance. So Police Comics number 11 is the first appearance of the Spirit, and this is the second appearance of the Spirit and the first appearance of Ebony. So the sidekick for the Spirit. And then we got one more. And this is actually kind of an interesting one. So this is where Police Comics, like, it changed in this issue, which is 103, where it basically, you know, became more crime fighting, which sounds like, you know, crime fighting, but not superhero. Like, it didn't have Plastic Man anymore. So this is Police Comics 103. And this is actually the first appearance of 2 major characters. T-Man, which is a very popular character. My friend Black Box, Silver and Bronze really likes T-Man. He was kind of like, I think he worked for the IRS or something like that. He'd go out on all these investigations. He worked for like a CIA or something, you know, some government agency, and he would go around investigating crimes on an international level. And then it also is the first appearance of Shannon. And so yeah, just, you know, kind of 2 major characters from the Golden Age. So this is Police Comics 103. And the last but not least, this is definitely the coolest one of the set. This is it's a restored copy, yeah, but this is Police Comics number 5, and this is the first time that we see Plastic Man on the cover. Normally, like if you look at Police Comics number 1, he is on the cover, but he's just in the little balloon on the side. But he's not actually shown in full on the cover. So this is the first full cover appearance of Plastic Man, which kind of makes it a kind of a cool book. And I was a big fan of Plastic Man, so this was a major key for me to get for my collection, to get that first full cover appearance. So what does CGC say? It doesn't denote that it is the first cover, but it is the first cover appearance. And here's what the restoration includes. So it's called Slight P, which is, this is an old label. You can see that it's an old label because it's Slight and then P, which is professional. Restoration includes covers cleaned, cover and centerfold reinforced, married centerfold. So it's actually lucky that it has a purple label instead of the green label, because usually when it's a married centerfold, it would get that green label. But fortunately, it doesn't have that. But maybe in the older slabs, they didn't do that. But I still think it presents really well. I was quite happy, even though it is restored. I don't mind that as much. And I'll show you the back. Cool back too. can buy a whole bunch of different things. So, yeah, just kind of a cool book. I really like Plastic Man. I was a big fan of him as a kid. We actually had a character in Canada very similar to Plastic Man. It was called Flat Stanley, and I always, Flat Stanley was kind of this character that I think he got run over by a steamroller, and so he was flat, and he could get, he would travel by mailing himself to wherever he wanted to go, because he could fold himself into an envelope and just mail himself off. So I always thought he was kind of a cool character. So when I learned about Plastic Man, I was like, oh, that's a even cooler character. And so I really liked Plastic Man. I mean, Plastic Man is one of those characters that he's really the first stretchy character. We think of Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four and Elongated Man and all those characters, but really it was Plastic Man that started that whole stretchy character kind of thing. So I always liked Plastic Man. So who do we have on the cover here? We have Firebrand 711, the Human Bomb, and Chick Carter. So some of these characters didn't really make it out of the Golden Age, but yeah, Plastic Man is definitely a very cool character. So I hope you enjoy Plastic Man. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. It's just a small unboxing, but with some really great stuff. These are all kind of the key issues for Police Comics. There's a couple other issues that you would want to consider getting, which would be obviously Police Comics #1, which is the first appearance of Plastic Man and the first appearance of Phantom Lady. But another issue would be #8, which is the first appearance of Manhunter. And another issue is #11, which is the first appearance of the Spirit. So those are the other keys. So really, there wasn't that many other keys in the entire run. So really, I had all those other ones anyways. So now it's just a matter of getting these last few keys from the run. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell everybody about this video so that the channel can grow. Thank you. Bye.